Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. AZ Trimester here. So the time has come to mess with the Screamin Pro Street tuner and its Smart Tune feature. Now, if you're subscribed to the channel, which if you're not, go ahead and take this opportunity to do that. But you'll have likely already seen the video where I first installed the tuner and downloaded a stage 1 map for an air cleaner and slip-ons, and I've been riding since then more and more, and it's a noticeable difference in the delivery of the power, the smoothness of the power. So from there, today what I'm going to go ahead and do is mess with the Smart Tune feature. My understanding is I should be able to set it up to record, basically gather data as I ride, and the idea is for me to try and use as much of the RPM range, the throttle position range in each gear as possible. So without having a dyno, it's going to be kind of interesting. Probably use the freeway a little bit, but I'm not too interested in breaking too many laws to try and get this done. So, but it's supposed to, the tuner's supposed to give feedback on what areas you were able to cover in your ride along tune, if you will. So, but this is all new to me, so we'll peel back the layers together and see how this all goes. Before we jump into that, I do want to give a huge shout out to my friend Scott, or as most people know him, Grizzly Bear AZ. He's a variety streamer, and he took the opportunity to generously create what you guys have seen as the new AZ Trimester logo right here. So I love it. I think it's absolutely awesome. He did a great job. Couldn't have embodied more of what I believe myself and this channel to be. So thanks, Scott, Grizzly Bear AZ. Thanks a lot. And one other thing too, I was able to get this tuner with my referral bonus when I referred Micah Dean of Dean Speed Customs to Roadrunner Harley Davidson. I referred him, and he picked up a brand new 2020 Street Bob, and here he is with it the night he picked it up. So he couldn't be happier. It hasn't stayed stock very long, so there'll be a lot more to come with that. All right, so I went ahead and opened the Screamin Pro Street Tuner desktop app, and this is what comes up. It's basically asking me if I want to tune my motorcycle, so I want to tune my motorcycle. Now this part is asking me to turn off the bike, make sure everything's connected, and then turn on the vehicle ignition run stop switch. So let's just go ahead and do that. And there it is, if you heard it. If you didn't hear it, then what you should see is that green checkbox turn green over there. And then we'll go ahead and hit continue. Right, how to choose calibration. So this should come up with, it's basically saying it's gonna auto-populate with everything here. And yeah, so there's all my stuff. I've already done a previous stage 1 download, so I'm going to close out of this. It's going to take me to the tuning screen. As you can see up here, it's selected, and I'm going to come down here to record. Under record there, it says gather the data needed to customize your calibration. Unable to find the source tuning file, close and reopen your tuning file and try again. Okay, so let's see here. So it's down here. I'll just select 19 Slim Stage 1 base map. And there it is, application, components, Screamin Air Cleaner, Screamin exhaust. Okay, so open. You sure you want to have chosen matches the vehicles? Yes, I am. Okay, that's all in there, good and fine. In order to automatically tune some tables, the motorcycle must first be put into a data gathering mode and then recordings must be made. To start this process, click the record button. All right. And okay, and then once the recordings are made, they can be automatically applied to the calibration. To do this, click the Review Data button. Once all changes are made, the modified calibration must be sent to the motorcycle. Okay, so let's put in the cart in front of the horse. So let's just go ahead and click Continue. There's my map. Let's hit Record. And all right, your motorcycle will be programmed in Smart Tune mode. This mode allows the factory sensors to control fuel delivery throughout the entire operating range. Record data while riding the motorcycle, normally to get data needed to customize calibration for riding style. While in this mode, your motorcycle may not perform at peak performance. Only use this mode to gather data recording for use in tuning. So there's my ECM information. Program instructions. Press the Program Motorcycle button to initiate the programming process. The programming operation will commence and will take approximately 1 minute to complete. So let's do it. Do not interrupt the programming process or the motorcycle may be programmed with corrupted data. Well, we certainly don't want that. So it's sending data to the VCI. Update completed. Continue. Okay. All right, your motorcycle's calibration has been updated to allow you to gather data. Before continuing, you must turn off the vehicle ignition switch and run stop switch. Wait 20 seconds, then turn on the ignition switch and run stop switch. Next, you will select the method of gathering data with your motorcycle. All right, so let's turn it off. And let's wait 20 seconds. All right, that's been about 20. So it's selected in the radio button here for VCI recording while riding. So that's what I selected. To make a track test recording, click the VCI record mode button. Maybe that's that. You will be prompted through the rest of the process. Once the VCI is recording mode, you will need to push the button on the VCI to start and stop recording. Okay, so that's the button start and stop that I was just showing you. While recording, be sure to ride in a closed course. Yeah, okay, well, we'll just run through that. All right, and then this popped up on ECU detected, off, ECU not detected. Okay, so that's talking about the LED light. If it's on, then the ECU is detected. If it's off, the ECU is not detected. If it's blinking slow, it's recording. If it's blinking fast, the buffer is full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to disconnect this here from the computer, but this has to stay connected. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just use these little pieces here to put any excess wiring in, and I'll probably just drop it in my saddlebag here. Yeah, that I think is going to be the best way. So. All right. Warning, do not under any circumstances interrupt power to the VCI during setup or download. Preparing VCI for data recording. Disconnect VCI from PC. Connect vehicle interface cable to VCI and to the diagnostic connector on the motorcycle. Secure VCI and cabling to the vehicle. VCI is now in data record mode. Remember to load the recorded events when you return. Do not allow the VCI cable attachment to interfere with steering head movement control levers. Yeah, so that's kind of a no-brainer. Okay. Connect VCI. Okay, so connect VCI to PC. So this is what I'll do when I'll get back. Alright, so I've got the cover back on, just so nothing's flopping around while I'm riding. Got the wires all kind of crimped up there. I'm just going to toss this thing in the saddlebag, and I'll go warm up the bike and get riding. Alright, so I just hit the button on that thing. It started blinking. About to buckle up that saddlebag there and hit the road. Once I get back, we'll download the data and see where we're at. Alright, well, I just got back. And so we'll just plug everything in and see what kind of data I captured. I really hope it was good, because yeah, that wasn't the easiest thing to do, to try and hit every RPM in every gear and every throttle position. It was very interesting. All right, so everything is plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn on the ignition. And it just got the connection. Wait till this here comes up. Okay, connect VCI to PC. Turn ignition key on and run stop switch on. Well, I did that. Let's see if it'll download the data. Warning, do not under any circumstances interrupt the VCI during setup or download. Okay, loading event data, please wait. All right, so it's done downloading, and it's got the creation date, VIN number, base calibration ID, and a description. So I think I'm just gonna put Smart Tune 1, and that way any other versions will be in sequence. All right, so let's see what happens now. All right, so then it comes up with the map that I had before, which is the base map for stage 1. And I'm going to click on review data. Yes to the Smart Tune 1. Continue. And let's see here. All right. Would you like the software to apply the recommended VE changes from your recordings to your calibration? First radial button says yes, automatically apply the software recommended VE changes to customize my calibration. Most users choose this, or no, I would like to review the recommended VE changes and customize the settings myself. Well, since the day is young, let's go ahead and go with what most users choose. And it's processing that request. Custom calibration generated. Your customized calibration has been created. The VE tables have been updated specific to your motorcycle for how you rode it while making the recording files. You can continue to customize your calibration by making more recording files. Manual changes can be made on the next screen. Manual changes can also be made to the spark and throttle progressivity tables if applicable. If you are satisfied, select Program Motorcycle on the next screen to send the finalized calibration to your motorcycle. Okay, so this looks like the original over here on the right, while this one looks like it has the changes. I'm going to see if I can bring that full screen. There we go. So my understanding is if it's red, that it is as low as it'll go, and although the programmer is recommending a change, it can't go any lower. There's not any green on there, which would mean that if there was green, my understanding is that would mean the programmer is recommending adding more fuel, but it cannot because it's reached its max in that particular spot. Now the blue means that there's changes that are able to be made. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of blue. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that as a first time. It looks like there's a lot of area I didn't cover, and that's okay because, yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, I can do more recording, and that's cool. You know, commute to work, grab 15 minutes on the road, you know, take it out for the weekend, you know, hit the freeway, do a couple more recordings. But ultimately, to get the best results, it would appear that I'm going to need to do this on a dyno. So, but let's see what we do next. And I misspoke. It looks like this is the front cylinder and the rear cylinder. So we just looked at the front cylinder. Let's look at what the rear cylinder says. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Looks like it's still making a lot of changes, which is great. I'm really excited to apply them. And what's nice too is I still have the bass map from the download for the stage 1 before doing any of this recording, so I'll be able to change it back if I want to. Okay, so let's see here. I believe that previous screen said to click Program Motorcycle if I'm satisfied, so let's just go ahead and do it. File name 19 Slim Stage 1 Bass Map change. Do you want to save changes to this file? Yeah. Alright, I created a file. Now it says here, your motorcycle will be programmed with the final calibration. Once programming is complete, your motorcycle will be ready to ride. Programming instructions. Press the Program Motorcycle button to initiate the programming process. The programming operation will commence and will take approximately 1 minute to complete. Reset adaptive fuel. Most users leave this checked. Alright, let's do it. Do not interrupt. And just as a side note, guys, I've got the bike on a battery tender because, oh, there's the fuel pump. Because the light's been on this whole time and I don't want to kill the battery. Alright, programming complete. Your finalized calibration has been programmed to the motorcycle. Your motorcycle now has your custom calibration installed. You can repeat this process as many times as you would like to refine your calibrations. Before continuing, you must turn off the vehicle ignition switch and run stop switch. Wait 20 seconds, then turn on the ignition switch and run stop switch. Alright. Enjoy the ride. Alright, so that's all tuned and uploaded and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take the bike out on another ride and get you guys some feedback. Alright, so I am going to head over to Dean Speed, hang out with Micah a little bit, and test out this new map on my way. And we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know when I get there. Alright guys, just rolled up Dean Speed Customs. Well, there's a noticeable improvement. It's definitely, yeah, definitely in the higher RPMs there's a harder pull. You try to roll on and it just keeps asking for more. It's quite interesting to see, to feel the changes. So I'm looking forward to doing it again. I'll probably run some more, add some more to the tuner and download it and see what sort of change I get from that. But other than that, guys, go ahead and like the video. Hope it was helpful. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe out there.